Recognizing when to end a relationship, whether it involves a family member or a friend, is often challenging. It can be fraught with emotional upheaval and fraught with guilt. However, identifying the signs that it's time to cut ties is crucial for personal growth and mental health. This chapter delves into the first 3 of the 9 critical signs that it might be time to consider such a drastic step. Sign 1. Persistent disrespect. A fundamental cornerstone of any relationship is respect. When this is consistently absent, it's a glaring red flag. Disrespect can manifest in various forms, from continually undermining your opinions to overt insults. It's particularly concerning when the other person dismisses your feelings or belittles your achievements. In the case of Jenna, a 34-year-old graphic designer, her brother's constant belittling of her career achievements left her feeling undervalued and hurt. Despite her successes, his remarks like, "It's just drawing, anyone can do it," gradually eroded her self-esteem. When disrespect becomes a routine rather than an exception, it may be time to reevaluate the relationship's value to your life. Sign 2. Lack of trust. Trust is the glue that holds relationships together. Without it, every interaction becomes a potential minefield. Lack of trust can stem from previous betrayals, lies, or inconsistencies in behavior. If you find yourself constantly doubting the other person's words or actions, it's a sign that the relationship foundation is shaky. Consider Mark, a 29-year-old teacher who could never shake off his doubts about his best friend Leo's integrity. Leo had a history of lying about small things, like his whereabouts or reasons for cancellations. Over time, these doubts about minor issues seeded mistrust in more significant aspects of their friendship, leading Mark to feel anxious and paranoid in Leo's company. Sign 3. Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation can be subtle and insidious, making it one of the most dangerous red flags. Manipulators use emotional responses to control or influence others, often guilt-tripping them into doing things against their better judgment. This behavior can leave victims feeling powerless and confused, impacting their mental health. Sarah, a 28-year-old sales associate, found herself constantly manipulated by her mother. Her mother would often play the victim whenever Sarah made decisions that prioritized her needs, such as taking a job in a different city. The guilt from these manipulative tactics was overwhelming, leading Sarah to question her own decisions. Conclusion. The presence of persistent disrespect, lack of trust, and emotional manipulation in relationships are significant indicators that something fundamentally wrong needs addressing. While it's never easy to cut ties, especially with family or close friends, recognizing these signs is the first step toward taking necessary action for one's well-being. As we delve deeper into the signs that it might be time to sever ties with a friend or family member, it's important to recognize the emotional impact these relationships can have on us. This chapter explores 3 more signs that highlight the necessity of prioritizing one's emotional and psychological health. Sign 4. Constant negativity. When interactions with someone are consistently negative, draining your energy and leaving you feeling worse off, it's a strong indicator that the relationship is toxic. This negativity can manifest as persistent criticism, pessimism about your aspirations, or general negativity that dampens your spirits. Emily, a 25-year-old freelance writer, often felt drained after meeting with her cousin Laura. Laura's endless complaints about her life, critical views on Emily's lifestyle choices, and negative outlook on the future made Emily dread their encounters. Over time, Emily realized that Laura's constant negativity was sapping her energy and enthusiasm for her own dreams. Sign 5. One-sided effort. Relationships require effort from all parties involved. If you find yourself always the one making plans, reaching out and trying to resolve issues, it may indicate that the other person is not equally invested in the relationship. This imbalance can lead to feelings of loneliness and resentment. For instance, Tom, a 32-year-old software developer, noticed he was always the one initiating contact with his friend Dan. Whether it was setting up meetings or checking in via texts, Tom's efforts were rarely reciprocated. This lack of effort from Dan made Tom feel unappreciated and led him to question the value of their friendship. Sign 6. Invalidation of your feelings. A clear sign of an unhealthy relationship is when your feelings and experiences are consistently invalidated. If someone regularly dismisses your emotions or tells you that you're overreacting or being too sensitive, it undermines your sense of self-worth and can lead to emotional turmoil. Sophia, a 30-year-old therapist, experienced this with her older sister, who often minimized her feelings about their family dynamics. Whenever Sophia expressed discomfort or sadness about their parents' favoritism, her sister would dismiss it with comments like, "You're just too sensitive." This ongoing invalidation made Sophia feel isolated and misunderstood within her own family. Conclusion: the presence of constant negativity, one-sided effort, and invalidation of your feelings are profound indicators that a relationship may be more harmful than beneficial. Recognizing these signs is essential for maintaining your emotional health and making empowered decisions about the people in your life. In the final chapter of our exploration into when it might be necessary to end a relationship, we look at the last 3 signs. These signs serve as decisive indicators that a relationship, whether with a family member or a friend, is detrimental to your personal growth and well-being. Sign 7. Frequent lies and deception. Honesty is a pillar of any strong relationship. When lies and deception become commonplace, it erodes trust and creates a foundation of insecurity and doubt. Frequent dishonesty not only impacts your ability to trust the other person, but also affects how you view yourself and your judgments. For instance, Claire, a 27-year-old marketing specialist, found herself repeatedly catching her friend Alex in lies about seemingly trivial matters. Over time, these lies accumulated, leading Claire to constantly question Alex's words and her own ability to discern the truth, ultimately deciding that a friendship based on deceit was unsustainable. Sign 8. You feel worse about yourself. A key sign that a relationship is toxic is if it consistently leaves you feeling bad about yourself. This can include feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, or generally feeling worse after interactions. If you are frequently left doubting your worth or capabilities, it is a strong indication that the relationship is having a negative impact on your mental health. Jacob, a 35-year-old school counselor, experienced this with his brother. Despite their close bond, his brother's critical and often disparaging remarks made Jacob feel undervalued and incompetent. This persistent negativity began to affect Jacob's self-image and his professional confidence, prompting him to reevaluate their relationship. Sign 9. Your physical health is affected. The final and perhaps most telling sign is when a relationship starts to take a toll on your physical health. Stress from toxic relationships can manifest in numerous physical symptoms like headaches, fatigue, or a weakened immune system. When a relationship starts impacting your health, it's a clear signal that something needs to change. Emma, a 42-year-old nurse, found her health deteriorating due to the stress caused by her tumultuous relationship with her sister. The constant arguments and emotional roller coasters led to chronic stress, affecting her sleep and increasing her anxiety, which in turn affected her work and overall health. Conclusion: the final 3 signs, frequent lies and deception, feeling worse about yourself, and negative impacts on your physical health, are crucial indicators that a relationship may be too harmful to continue. It's essential to take these signs seriously and consider them in the context of the overall relationship. Deciding to end a relationship, especially with someone close, is never easy. However, prioritizing your emotional and physical well-being is paramount. Remember, ending a toxic relationship is not a failure, but a courageous step towards a healthier, happier life. As we close this guide, reflect on these signs and consider what steps you might need to take to protect your well-being and pursue a more fulfilling life.